Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you wanted to join me today because today I am going to show you a week in my zero waste life. I'm going to take you guys through my everyday life, my work, my leisure, everything that I do both on and off duty, and it's going to be tons of fun. But before we get started, this video has a sponsor. I think I have to stop doing that. It's getting annoying. I'm even annoyed by myself. But this video is sponsored by none other than Swappy. Swappy is a company that resells cell phones secondhand, and I am so on board. I have actually worked with them before, and I actually made a commercial in Danish with them talking about secondhand electronics and why secondhand electronics is a really crucial part of sustainability. Only about 1% of all smartphones in the world are actually recycled. So if you want to live more sustainably, a really good idea is looking into your electronics. How do you get them? Where do you buy them from? And if you can, see if you can get them sustainably and secondhand. Secondhand is a really good idea. I also have tons of more info about this in my video called The Impact of Being Online, if you want to know more about e-waste, electronics, the internet, all this kind of stuff. But since I am working online and I use my phone every single day, also a little bit too much for my own taste sometimes. So therefore it felt super natural to partner up once again with Swappy to give you guys this video. Good morning and welcome to the first day of a week in my life. I'm super excited to take you guys through this week. My mom is coming here in about 20 minutes and then we're headed up to my grandmother's birthday. She is turning 83 today, so we are going to go and celebrate her. I don't know, we're going to have breakfasty, brunchy, something, and I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to be able to eat. I'm always a little bit scared when it comes to family gatherings. I present to you the I don't know if there will be vegan food at my grandmother's place starter kit. Of course in reusable containers. Oh! What are you talking about? This is crazy convenient. Before I'm leaving, I will also just be updating my stories. It is July and that also means that it's plastic-free July, and I seldom do anything with it, but this month I decided to rate and introduce a zero waste swap every single day in my stories on Instagram, and I've made recaps on the blog so you can go and read what the swaps were for the last 7 days. But it's been a really good way of simply talking a little bit about these swaps and why I like them and why I don't necessarily like all of them. My grandmother saves all my magazine features. I mean it. She saves it all. I am back home. It's about 5 o'clock, so the day went by so fast. My publisher just sent me back my script for my book and I'm so excited. I'll be using a couple of hours every day this week, rephrasing small bits and bobs from the book and also expanding on certain chapters and whatnot. But I am excited to see her comments and to get on with this project. Hopefully the book will be out in September and I'm just so excited I could die. Here we have this morning's smoothie. We've got bananas, we've got raspberries, spinach, chia seeds, almond milk, and hemp seeds. So this is my setup for today's filming. I have the smoothie here, just with a spoon because it got a little bit more nice creamish consistency, so that's what we're gonna do. Then I have Dodals. She's watching me. Hello, girl. Do you want to see a funny trick? And slabam. So now Molly and I are going to go to Jens's place. I've packed all the things that we need to shoot and then we are going to take some pictures. Is that right, Dodals? Are you excited? So we ended up shooting these 3 outfits. Everything is just kind of bundled up together, but I have this first one with the Lucy and Jack overall dress, which I love, and then this shirt, which is an heirloom and it's vintage and I love it. This is secondhand, and these are from Carrie Ungma, a sustainable sneakers brand from Brazil. This other look that we have going has tons of vintage stuff, and then this amazing long skirt from 07 Date, which I absolutely love. And then these restored vintage sunglasses from Linnell Vintage. The last look is very much a party outfit, and I love it. I have some thrifted heels, and I have my little top in silver tencel from Marla Clothing. It's amazing. A thrifted skirt, and then some gold jewelry from Ana Luisa Jewelry. This gold is 100% recycled gold, so no mining was involved in the process of making it, which I love. Jens and I just finished shooting the pieces, and I'm already on my way back, and then I'm going to get back to my place now, and we are going to cook up some lunch. Some of my main ingredients for my curry dish: we have rice here, then we have all sorts of small bits of onion, then I have some cauliflower from last time I cooked something with cauliflower. I just saved the last bit so I could use it in the sauce. Then I have leek, I have my little curry, and then these vegan chicken bites from Like Meat. They come in a cardboard box. I've been talking about these so many times, but this is, I think, my favorite meat substitute. This is so good, and if you want the texture to be just completely like chicken, this is amazing. So I use this quite a lot. I really like them, and let's get cooking. This ended up so good, and I cannot wait to eat it. And I also have several curry recipes on the blog if you are interested in making this yourself. Hello everybody, and happy Wednesday and good morning. Today it is Wednesday, aka Farmers Market Day, so we are going to go to the farmers market. Let's go. I've just packed some different sizes of canvas bag, and then this box because someone bought some shoes off of my Depop, so I'm going to drop this off as well. And I usually use my backpack whenever I go to the farmer's market. It's just easier when you're on your bike to have a backpack rather than, you know, shoppers that go over your shoulder. And we're back. This is what I ended up getting. This is a combo of both some things from the farmer's market and some things from the grocery store. Now I've gotten everything sorted. We have potatoes here with the onions, garlic, and my sweet potatoes, which I think I want to use for lunch today. And they go down here because they don't need to be refrigerated. They actually like it if it's room temperature, but it's darker, so they go in there. And then we have the bananas. They're just chilling here in the window and in the fridge. I put all the things here so you can see everything and it looks nice. Here we go. I actually also wanted to show you this. This is a tap attachment from Aqua, and it's really cool. It only uses 2% of the normal water usage from the tap. So it looks like this. I pay the same amount for water every single month, and I think once every 3 months it's sort of reevaluated to see if that makes sense for my water consumption at the moment. And I'm getting so much money back because I'm using less water than I'm used to because I'm just using these taps. I'm really excited that I can already see a difference in my budget, and I've had it for 2 months. Today's project, we have like normal things. I have to work a little bit and then I'm going to do some exercise later, but today's fun project is that I have this. This is a metal shelf that I'm not using anymore because I took it out of my shelf system because I didn't need the space. And it's so large, and it's just been sitting there in my room and I didn't know what to do with it. So I asked you guys on Instagram, what did you think this could turn into? And most of you guys said either a jewelry holder or a plant holder. And since I don't have that much jewelry and I don't really want to display it on this massive shelf, we are going to make this into a plant holder because it can just lean up against the walls. It's going to be great. So what we're going to do is that I have these small tins, and we're going to go down to the yard and see if we can make a little hole in it. I already tried to puncture it, but it didn't go very well. So we're going to go down to the yard. So this wasn't the easiest thing in the world to do, but I did it. Now I'm going to take some of this string and I am simply just tying them in the back. And we're done. This is what I ended up putting into it. I have a Pilea? I don't know plant names, But I put that in here because I was told that it didn't need to grow roots exactly in water, but it can just be put right into the earth and it should be fine. And then I have this one free because I have some plants for that. And down here I just put all my spring onion and they are still in water in the tin. So that should also just be fine. And here they get plenty of light, which is perfect. And for the last tin, I am regrowing, or I'm trying to regrow some pepper seeds to see if that's gonna work. So that's what we're going to do for the last little tin here. But this was a super easy DIY. I thought this would take much longer. And whenever I have another tin, I'll put it aside so I can fill it up all the way down. And that's how it's gonna work. So I'm going to have my lunch and I'll be answering emails while I do that. I haven't really sat down and answered my emails for at least 4 days, so I need to do that now. And I made this little farmer's market plate of different things, so it's kind of like a little snack plate. I love this. I just got back from a run. It was so nice and the weather has been absolutely great. I ended up running out to this little outlook post where you can see all over the city. It's so beautiful. And I also ended up finding a couple of small elderflowers that I'm going to make into syrup, and then picking up a couple of pieces of trash is such a nice habit. It feels so good to pick something up even though it's not yours, and if everyone did it that would be insane. But I actually also ended up cleaning my street because every time I've gone out, like, my street is just where the wind blows, so a lot of trash from like the entire neighborhood ends up on my street, and it's just been bugging me so much. So now I brought down one of my like Maystick bags and I sort of cleaned my street. But you know, if everyone just did a little bit, if everyone picked up a couple of pieces of trash, we wouldn't have this issue. So do that next time you go out. It doesn't require so much, and it makes you feel so good, and it also helps the environment. That's good though. So the way I make this elderflower syrup is that I take the flowers specifically, not the leaves, and then I put it in a jar with some water, a little bit of sugar and some lemon, and I just let it sit there in my fridge for about 3 days. And then you can sort of mix it into your desserts or in smoothies, or you can mix it with water and drink it. It's perfect. Good morning. Moles is playing with her donut. Good morning. Jens is cooking up some oatmeal. This is our royal oatmeal, which has a little bit of vegan butter, some peanut butter, some hemp seeds, some chia seeds, some sugar, and in Jens's case, also this homemade hazel spread that I made. But it has coconut oil in it, so it tastes a little bit like coconut, so I'm not coconuts for it. Oh, that was a funny joke. I'm just going to go down with some recycling. Here we have some glassware that I need to recycle. And then I have this glass bottle, which is not going in the normal recycling because it is a part of the Danish return system. So I'm going to return this to the store and get some money back from it. Over here I have my paper recycling then. And a couple of small metal items that I will have to recycle as well. Yes, this is another no makeup kind of day, but in Denmark we recycle metal and plastic in the same container because they can take it apart really easily. And then we can recycle glass and paper and cardboard, batteries and small electronic devices. And then there's a giant dumpster for food waste and non-recyclables, and all of that can just be thrown out together, and that will be incinerated in a nearby waste to energy incinerator plant. But I try to throw as little as possible out that I can, but since my compost was stolen, I've tried to minimize my food waste rather than throwing it out. So minimal things go in that bin. But when it comes to glass, metal, stuff like that, I like to reuse rather than simply recycle. So months and months and months can go by where I don't recycle anything. So I just have it here in my cupboard, and then whenever I feel like, okay, stuff is piling up now, I'm going to go down and recycle some of it. But when it comes to tins, I just used some of the tins yesterday for this, and when it comes to glass jars, they're so easy to reuse at home. So I really prefer doing that instead. That was just a little recycling talk. Yeah. Actually, another thing I want to show you, which I think is really exciting, and it is these. I'm about to do a collab with Crowd Farming, and they are the ones that sent me these. These are olive oils that are just, this is so incredibly cool because I can reuse these containers so many times for bulk shopping. They hold 2.5 liters of olive oil each. I'm so stoked. But crowd farming is pretty cool because you can talk directly to the farmers rather than buying stuff at the supermarkets, and then you are directly supporting really cool initiatives. And I really like that the way they harvest the olives to make this olive oil is much more ethical and sustainable than many other farms. They, for instance, only harvest during the day so they don't scare away or disturb bird migration, which is pretty cool. And again, I can reuse these containers so many times. Yeah! And they also ship plastic free. How cool is that? So I'm about to go out. I'm going to go down and do some climbing. I'm really excited for that. It's one of my favorite things to do for exercise, especially. It's such a lot of fun. And afterwards, Jens and I are having a couple of friends over for a board game night. So I'm going to go and pick up some sweets and some snacks and trying to do that plastic free as well. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. Otherwise, I'm just going to be working on some thumbnails and some more editing and stuff. But yeah, see you at climbing. Hello guys, it is Friday and I'm going to spend all day at Jens's place today. We had some people over last night. It was great fun, but I also got my period, so I'm kind of under the weather today. I'm kind of crampy and just, you know, generally kind of tired. So I am stocked up with both my Ruby cup and with my period underwear from Thinx. Thank God. And tomorrow and the entire weekend I'm going camping with some girlfriends. We are going to throw a bachelorette party for one of my friends. And it's going to be a lot of fun, but I've packed a couple of different reusables just in case that there is plastic. So I do have my secondhand sleeping bag that I've had for ages and ages and ages. And then I've just packed a couple of different reusables. So I am all ready and good to go. But I'm not going to bring my camera, so this is going to be the end of my vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. Let me know down below if there are any other videos that you would like to see from me on this channel, because I'm definitely open to suggestions. And once again, thank you so much to Swappy for sponsoring this video. Electronics is a really crucial part of most people's lives today, so looking at it from a perspective of sustainability I think is so important. Have an amazing day and take really good care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye! Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green zero waste content and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!